High income, still broke. This is not a contradiction. It is a pattern, a predictable one. It happens quietly. It happens to professionals, managers, engineers, doctors, tech workers, consultants, people with strong resumes, people with large paychecks, people who still feel trapped. Start with income. Income is money tied to effort, hours worked, responsibilities carried, problems solved. It arrives on a schedule, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. As long as the job continues, the money flows. This creates a sense of stability, but it is conditional stability. Now increase the income. A promotion, a new role, a higher paying company. On paper, everything improves. More money, more room, more options. But behavior changes. Not suddenly, incrementally. Lifestyle creep begins here. Lifestyle creep is not reckless spending. It is adjustment, normalization. You upgrade what already exists. A slightly better apartment, a newer car, more convenience, less friction. Each change feels reasonable. Each change feels earned. Nothing feels excessive. You still save something. You still pay your bills on time. You still feel responsible. But the baseline cost of living rises quietly. This is the key detail. Lifestyle creep targets fixed expenses: rent, mortgage, car payments, insurance, subscriptions, debt. These are not optional. They repeat every month. Variable spending is flexible. Fixed spending is rigid. Lifestyle creep increases rigidity. Once locked in, it is hard to reverse. Downsizing feels like failure. Now look at cash flow. Income goes up. Expenses follow. The gap between them stays small. Sometimes it disappears. Sometimes it reverses. High income, low margin. Margin is what protects you. Margin absorbs shocks. Margin creates breathing room. Without margin, income feels fragile, even when it is high. Now add job dependency. Job dependency means one income supports everything: housing, transportation, food, insurance, debt, savings, lifestyle. One paycheck, one point of failure. High income increases dependency because the job now supports more obligations, more expectations, more pressure. The job becomes infrastructure, not just work. This changes behavior. You tolerate stress longer. You avoid conflict. You avoid risk. You delay decisions. You stay in roles you have outgrown because leaving is expensive. This is the trap. From the outside, it looks like success. From the inside, it feels tight. There is no slack. Every paycheck is already spent. Now combine both forces. Lifestyle creep raises expenses. Job dependency raises risk. Together, they create fragility. The system works only if nothing goes wrong. Any disruption becomes dangerous. Layoffs, health issues, burnout, market downturns, company restructuring. The margin is thin. The runway is short. This is why high earners feel anxious, not because they earn too little, because their future income is already spoken for. Every raise has been pre-allocated. Look at savings. Many high earners save money, but savings alone are not freedom. Savings are time-limited. They eventually run out. Expenses do not. Savings buy time. Assets buy independence. This distinction matters. Assets are not possessions. Assets are systems. They produce cash flow without direct labor. They reduce dependency on a single job. They stabilize income. Without assets, savings are defensive. Assets are structural. They change the system itself. Now consider identity. High earners often tie identity to their role, title, status, industry. This creates psychological dependency. Leaving feels like loss, even when financially possible. This strengthens the trap because walking away feels risky, even when staying is worse. The trap is silent because it feels like progress. Each upgrade feels logical. Each step feels forward, but the structure underneath becomes brittle. This is why income alone is not security. Security is resilience, the ability to absorb shocks, the ability to pause, the ability to change direction. Salary does not provide this by itself. Structure does. Time is the hidden cost. High income often trades time for money, long hours, High responsibility, constant availability. The job demands attention, even outside work. As expenses rise, time becomes more expensive. You cannot step back. You cannot experiment. You cannot slow down. The system requires constant input. This creates a paradox. The more you earn, the harder it becomes to stop. Not because of ambition, because of math. Your lifestyle now requires that income, every month, without interruption. This is not a personal failure. It is a default path. Most people never design their financial structure. They react, they upgrade, they adapt, they drift. So what breaks the trap? Not earning less, not extreme frugality, structure. First principle, do not let fixed expenses scale with income. Lifestyle can improve, but fixed costs should lag behind. This creates margin. Margin creates control. Second principle, lower your survival number. This is the minimum cost to live. Housing, food, insurance, transportation, nothing else. The lower this number, the stronger your position, at any income level. Third principle, separate lifestyle from income growth. Treat raises as temporary, delay upgrades, let time pass, confirm stability before committing. Fourth principle, reduce single-point dependency. Add income streams, not to replace your job immediately, but to weaken dependency. Side income, dividends, rental cash flow, small systems, independent, scalable. Fifth principle, buy flexibility before luxury. Flexibility is optionality, the ability to say no, the ability to pause. Luxury consumes that option, especially when financed. Now, reframe success. Success is not how much you earn. Success is how little you need. The lower your dependency, the stronger your leverage. High income is a tool. Used correctly, it accelerates freedom. Used passively, it accelerates fragility. Two people can earn the same salary. One feels free, one feels trapped. The difference is not discipline, it is architecture. The goal is not to stop working. The goal is to stop being fragile, to stop being one decision away from stress. Lifestyle creep is not evil. Job dependency is not evil. They are defaults. The danger is unconscious participation. Awareness is the first step. Structure is the second. Consistency is the third. There is no dramatic escape, no sudden moment, just deliberate design over time. High income, still broke is not about money. It is about dependency. Break the dependency and the income finally works for you.